Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. In today's video, we are over on Shazam's account because I've been getting a lot of requests to do a Zolrath video. However, over on Kiasma's account, we don't have him built, so Shazam has been kind enough to lend me his account to take a look, and the guy's a beast. Okay, so this is the Zolrath in question. Basically, for those who don't know what Zolrath does, his ultimate is basically a cheat death one time, and then he can use it again later on. He goes into a void, consumes energy to heal himself up. This one here, him and future self, they just basically, this is basically just a damage ability. He can't be controlled when he's doing it. This one here, basically, the longer the battle takes, the more buffs he gets, and he just basically gains more damage from this one. I'm not going to go too in-depth into it. And then this one is the big thing about him. He's going to steal stats from his allies to beef himself up. And basically, if he's the last one to die, he's going to revert time, keep the buffs from Annihilate, also get haste, and basically restart the battle, but he gets all these extra stats, and he basically just destroys after that. That's the basic gist behind Zolrath. Now, because of that kit, he doesn't actually work too well in campaign. I was chatting with Shazam, and he said that in these like five team campaign battles, he can find a spot because you need to find spots for things. So that's pretty much how it works. But in your normal like one enemy campaign, he's not really going to outshine anyone to get himself a spot there. PvP is going to be his main just sticking point where he's going to absolutely dominate. So what I want to do is, firstly, it's going to be tough because I was going to try and demonstrate him in tower, but Shazam says he's pretty much on a stuck point in everything at the moment. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over here into the Legends Championship. Now, and that's the other thing. He does have level 3 furniture item and 37 signature item. That's important to remember as well. Just because the furniture item makes him amazing with Iron. Makes him like, he's always been really good before furniture items. This just makes him even better. Zolrath delays his enemy's entrance onto the battlefield by 0.75 seconds, and the time required for his ability Annihilate is reduced by 75 seconds when the ability is used. Okay, so basically, what the big thing to take away from this is he slows the enemies coming into the battlefield, which means when we go over here, we'll go have a look at a replay from the Legends Championship. We're in Region 8. So the thing about this is, where are we? So here's the Shazam, and you can see he just dominates from here. So the delay thing, because we have Iron in the front row here, Iron can sometimes get interrupted in the front row, but with the Leica and the Zolrath, the enemy team's slowed that much that there's not much that's going to stop Iron getting his drag in. And then because we have Lawson and Gwyneth in this combo, Lawson's going to link the front row with the back row enemy that the Iron's sucking in, meaning they're going to take the link damage from the Gwyneth who's sitting down the bottom. What we'll do is we'll go in and have a quick look at this one. Don't know why it's showing zeros. What is going on there? Why can we not see this? Let's see if we can see this one. Okay, we can see that one. I don't know what's going on with that one battle. But here we go. Let's look at this one. Press play. So what we'll do, we'll put it on 1x speed. So this one has a screg, so it's harder to get the draw in. So what we might do is, I'm going to skip that and play it again because we had the stuff on the screen. So let's go to here. That was the one. Okay, play. So as you can see, that formation, you've got the link there from the Lawson. Unfortunately, in this one with the Screg, you can't drag Screg. And you've also got the Athalia hitting the Gwyneth. So this is like a much less than optimal enemy to be fighting against with it. But you'll see that we still do pretty fine. But the health bars at the bottom, unfortunately, are going to be the enemy team that we're looking at. But as you can see, they're doing pretty good here. They've only lost the Athalia. Shazam's team's almost dead. So this is a formation that didn't work too well. But when Zolrath comes back, it's actually ridiculous. After he comes back, how much he dominates. So you're thinking, yeah, it's pretty good. There we go. Now he's going to revert the time. Oh no, that was him using his ultimate to get away from danger. Now he's going to die and turn back time. Okay, and just watch this. We'll talk about the Iron synergy in the next one, but look at this. Ready? Just watch the Zolrath damage. It's gonna absolutely shred it. they just all melt. They just all melt. That's all there is to it. They just melt. It's absolutely ridiculous. So check out the damage there. Zolrath just absolutely training it. I'm not sure how the damage is calculated with the Zolrath battle though. Whether it's, I think it's just the second fight it takes into account. The other thing Shazam said is that his Leica is on level 9 furniture item and she's actually out damaging Iron and Saurus in the tower, which is a pretty big thing. So that's that one. Let's go ahead and jump into another battle and take a look at him. We'll jump into this one. So this enemy is going to be easier to demonstrate it. We're going to be able to get the Iron doing the suck in. So you can see here, he's going to drag, those two are linked, and then the arrows from Gwyneth are going to hit the front row target and the back row target that are linked by the Lawson, and it's just massive damage. So you're getting that extra boost out of the Gwyneth, but then also if you don't kill him anyway, you're going to get a second chance with Zolrath and you're going to do a lot more damage. It's just absolutely fantastic. But you can see with the, especially with the Leica in the team as well, it's hard for the enemies to get the head start on you, purely because you can just drag them in. It's fantastic, because my biggest issue with Iron is him getting interrupted. But we'll go again once this resets. Actually, we might not even, do we need the reset on this one? I haven't watched this one yet. Yeah, we will. Using that ult again. We can probably speed this up. Okay, let's take a look. So you can see how much further ahead this team runs in. You can see they're only just getting into battle. Iron's not getting interrupted by that. The Gwyneth is just absolutely shredding, and then especially once you come back, the Zolrath damage is just huge. It's actually ridiculous. As you can see, only the Aziz left. It's actually pretty good. And this is the reason. Here's a good example. You can see this is when CSM used it against Shazam, and this is against Shazam's lockout team, which is normally a pretty good team. So let's watch this one. At least we can watch the energy bars of our team. And on this one, you can see the Gwyneth actually getting a chance to shine. So just getting in way too early, linking those two enemies, dealing the massive damage with the Gwyneth. It's pretty nice. And the good thing about bringing a Gwyneth in against the lockout team, you don't really have to worry about the lockout, because Gwyneth's still going to deal her massive damage. There we go. They're starting to get some ults here, but it's too late for them. It's too late. As you can see, Zolrath not even needing to do the reverse time on this one, because it just absolutely got shredded. So it's pretty satisfying to watch. Just basically, and this is, I was talking with Shazam as well about the chicken signature item and why the chicken isn't used. And the basic gist of it is, what happened on this one? Who won this? Zolrath? Okay. Looks like both teams died. Let's have a look. But yeah, basically the problem with this team is the chicken isn't used because the synergies of Zolrath and chicken mess up each other, where you want the Iron in the front row. I'm tipping it could kind of work, but he was just saying that if you could have had Iron in the back row and made it work, you would probably do it and drop the Lawson. But he said just the synergies of this team is too good to be able to drop anything for the chicken. He's basically, what he was saying was it works, but it's just not better. I don't know what happened to this battle, but it's just not better than the synergies of this exact team. So this team is just going to dominate compared to if you put the chicken in any of these spots. It's basically just not going to work as well, because you're effectively hitting 4 enemies anyway with Iron in the front row and the link of the Lawson. So you're pretty much solid by that. And you know, there's one enemy that's floating on the side, which you can just clean up later. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully we see a way for the chicken to come into the meta. I was really hoping to see it, but purely because of Zolrath being like the quote unquote best PvP unit at the moment, it's not really happening. So what we might do is, because I want to actually play with him, we will go in and do some friend duels. Let's see who's on chapter 34. CSM, same dude. Let's check it out. Okay, that's the still team. So we're going to go ahead and do, let's see, we'll go you. Where's Lawson? Lawson, this is the team. You go to the front row and do it like that. We can put Leica there, and then we can get Gwyneth happening. And the other thing is that we do have a 3-piece bonus with this. So if you try and put the chicken in for one of these two, you're losing out. And I mean, the Leica, like you said, is dealing some big damage at the moment. And the haste, she's just absolutely savage at this stage of the game. So let's go test this. You got the link there, go on. So you're going to have that link. Unfortunately, this one does have the Athalia, so we're not going to be able to hit her. But the hopefully the Mezoth runs into range of the arrows as well. We'll see what happens. Let's just do it. Put on 2 times speed. There you go. The Iron getting the drag in, no issues at all. And then the Gwyneth just absolutely shredding. It's pretty much what happens. It's the cool thing about this team is it uses Gwyneth and she's the best in the game. That's like the first cool thing. The second cool thing about it is, I mean, look at her damage. The second thing about it is, even if you get bad RNG or you get demolished with your Gwyneth, you're going to revert time and he's just going to absolutely carry anyway. So he's amazing support, but also amazing damage. Let's check this one. Let's battle this one. Hopefully this is in the formations. Please be in the formations. Please be in the formations. Dude, you got a lot of formations. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Where is it? There it is. Got the Cecilia in this one. That's different. We're going to drop her. We're going to go out of formations. We're going to go you. Because you are the best. So this one's perfect example. We should be fine here. The Gwyneth, see what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap it up. Purely, we wanted him front row. I'm going to swap it up purely because I want to get rid of the Aziz. I feel like that's a better option. Probably not. I do suck at endgame PvP, so let's take a look. Get the suck in. Gwyneth getting those arrows. Got banished pretty quick. We're going to get an Iron ult here, which is pretty decent. Then we should follow it up with some Gwyneth. Only getting the flaming arrow, which kind of sucks. Okay, looks like we're going to... I'd say we may actually lose this first round. Actually, everyone's still pretty healthy, aren't they? No, we're going to be good. We are going to be good. This is busted. This is absolutely busted. Okay, check the damage. Iron shining there. It's just... Like I said, you got so many options on this team. You've got just flat out CC due to the fact that Iron's able to group 4 of them together and hit 4 with the arrows and Gwyneth's just stunning them. Then you got Iron CC as well. And then we've just got a lot of speed and a lot of damage. You got like Iron, as you can see, pretty much everyone can deal damage. Lawson's not amazing damage, but the other 4 can just deal chunks of damage depending on how the battle goes. And you can really just demolish it from there. Ooh, okay, let's try this one. This goes a bit further. Same levels, okay. Unfortunately, this enemy team doesn't seem too busted, so we should be fine. We're going to leave Iron on this one because I kind of want to get the Tassie and get her stunned by an arrow. Is Gwyneth... So Gwyneth does have a 3 furniture item, which we can check. That's important because it means the first attack is always going to get flaming and lightning arrows. For this, that's amazing because in PvP it's all RNG and you really want her to be able to get that off. So let's go ahead and jump in. As you can see, we get the dragon. The Gwyneth absolutely shreds them. We can turn around and kill the Tassie, and it's absolutely amazing. It's such an amazing team. And just so much damage across the board. Just so much damage. It's ridiculous. Let's see if there's one more person on 34. Anyone else on 34 that we can have a play with? No, there's not. We'll leave it there. But as you can see, Zolrath, this is why there's been people asking me to stargaze for him on one of my accounts. The problem is he doesn't have the PvE viability, but when you get to endgame PvP, he's absolutely nuts. If they made actually a pure scaling PvP where it was like everyone was capped, kind of like the Legends champion. So this is the thing that's getting me. So if they had a form of endgame PvP where it's like, you know, once you get to level 240, it was like the Legends championship where every hero gets scaled to level 240. So we can have a look. So if you had something like this where everyone got scaled to 240, and that was the PvP, Because at the moment for me, Champions and Arena, these two arenas, they're just sort of like, you know, you get out leveled and you can't win. But if they had a PvP that was just scaled, obviously still signature items, furniture items, stars, ascensions, like all that would come into play. But if they did implement something like this, where it was like the Legends Championship, but everyone could get involved in it, where it was scaled to 240. So in the game, you progress to 240, then you start working on ascending your heroes, and that's sort of the end game PvP. I don't know if I'm making any sense here, and hopefully anyone that's still around won't get bothered by this. But yeah, if they had that sort of scaling PvP for everyone to play in, then I would actually go ahead and stargaze this guy on one of my accounts, because then I could get some fun use out of him. The fact that I can't qualify for Legends Championship on my accounts unless I spend a lot more, and I can't get anywhere to use him well, makes me just not want to go for it, if that makes sense. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for the Zolrath. A bit of a fun look. Let me know if there's any other heroes you want to spotlight on, and we can go ahead and do that. But I've been getting a lot of requests for the Zolrath, so I just wanted to put him out there. And yeah, he does dominate PvP. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.